So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Alright.
Hold it!
How do you know that? Oh, we already did this.
Eh? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Ooh!
Nobody's Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
nobody's suspicious looking. Right.
So it could be people that weren't suspicious looking.
Right.
Hold it!
No one else went there. Yeah.
Oh. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
Hold it!
Are you sure?
Objection!
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny! You better have it, edgy boy.
The edgy boy?
Old windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean.
I'm surprised they let her use that phrase.
Yeah!
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Oh, because only girls can be windbags?
Yeah!
You're gonna be
Yeah,
a windbag
Phoenix.
too, Phoenix.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, so there's a time when we can, object, or present the...
No
Okay.
one else went there? Would it be no one else went there? Because that's photo number 2.
Yeah. Alright, let's try this.
Objection!
But we don't have any other evidence. That's the thing.
Hold on! Oh, this must be it.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right.
Oh wait, that's you. Sorry.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
No, I make more money as a lawyer, even though I have no clients. Thank you. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 o'clock p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes. That's what it would seem to me.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. It's your job!
Yeah.
Hedgy boy. Help.
Huh? But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Oh, is this where she breaks?
I don't know, we'll see.
A whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Ms. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony,
Oh my
please.
god.
This is perjury.
It's just, yeah.
This is literal perjury. She just said no one else came.
Yeah. Well, she already committed perjury. This is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Yeah, also you prep a witness before trial, so they would have had to have gone over this.
Right, anyway. Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Okay. Oh wait, we gotta press her. I'm sorry, I thought we already heard this.
Oh no, it's okay.
Hold it!
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security cameras do.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to. Oh, it's your job! Those computers are just so frustrating.
Oh my gosh.
Hold it!
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces. For the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag.
No! I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Hold it!
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Oh, this is why she got pissed.
Oh, and probably why she said no one's suspicious looking.
Yeah.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me.
They're children!
Yeah, they're literal children. Aren't they like 10 years old? We get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection!
Well, wait a second. Didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
what?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes, well, we see his type there every day.
Every day?
Every day? Can't stop him, can't catch him.
Fix the drain!
Or do your job.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right! As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Also, I want to say something here.
What?
Again, we mentioned the BuzzFeed Unsolved George Reeves episode.
Mm-hmm.
There was an 8 or 10-year-old in that episode who brought a literal gun to one of George Reeves' sightings and tried to shoot him to see if he really was the Man of Steel
Wow.
and if the bullets would actually bounce off. So,
Guns in America, man.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Guns in this country, man. Why do children...
But he talked him down. Actually, is the good part of that. George Reeves talked him down and said, "Oh, but if you shoot me, it'll ricochet and it'll hit someone else. So you can't do that."
My God.
So yeah.
Why the heck did... I'm not getting political. I'm not getting political. That child should have never had access to that gun, is all I'm saying.
No.
Okay.
Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're all already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information in 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's not a lot. Yeah.
And no for getting vital information this time.
Like it happens literally every single other time.
Every single episode.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. Where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick? What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick. It's time.
Okay, let's go. Oh,
No, Will. Little teddy bear.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
the prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent.
And yet.
If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who is this person other than Mr. Will Powers that could have committed murder?
Okay, so they're not gonna believe the boy.
No.
The assistant girl...
We said she was in the studio.
I think we're gonna have to say old bag.
Think Goldback?
We're gonna have to accuse her. She's the security lady. All the evidence comes from her. And she knew about Will Powers' injury, and the assistant girl didn't.
Yeah, that's right. She could have gone in and faked the dragging of the leg
Yeah.
across the camera. Yeah, because the girl didn't see it. You're right.
Yeah. Plus,
didn't wanna
the
accuse
drain
her
pipe.
anyway.
Plus, the drain pipe goes into the employee area.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me... Sorry. Alright. Okay, never mind. I was going to say the drain pipe goes into the employee area. So yes, actually the boy could have crossed into Studio 1. But the gate was closed. He would have needed a card key to get into one of the studios.
Or the main gate was closed.
Yeah, but he had gotten into the employee area.
You're right. That's how he could have just hung around. But yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
so it could have been old bag.
Yeah.
Alright. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Order! Order! Is this true, old bag?
Old bag! That's Ms. Old Bag to you!
Ms. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr.
Okay, but here's my other thing. There should have been multiple pictures that day, though. Because if it was Will Powers, let's say, which he's our client, we can't think it's him. But let's say it was him. It would have had to take a picture of him walking to this Studio 1 and then walking back to get to the employee area to go back to his dressing room.
It also should have taken a picture of Jack Hammer when he went.
Yeah. Yeah! Okay, this is...
Anyway, flawed logic, but yeah.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Interesting.
Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Hedgie boy, don't just sit there and do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Press further or give Granny a break? I think we should press further, because she'll snap.
Yeah, because if she snaps, she might say something else.
Yeah. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Ms. Oldbag's actions on that day.
Why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of our suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased!
He's only in grade school, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops!
As a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
For two, yeah, that's, for two action stars, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Do we have proof?
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Oh, the card!
The card key!
The card key!
Take that!
The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Ms. Windy... what was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Oh, that's so rude!
Oh, that's so mean! Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh.
Alright.
Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking at the wrong tree! Me! I'm talking!
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
This old bag? What is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Again?
Again?
Actually, if you must know, there was something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
My lips were sealed.
Marvel Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. If you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free!
That's fair.
That's fair.
Ms. Oldbag. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream. Your Honor, witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Here we go. Okay. So you were told not to talk.
That's right. By the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy.
Yeah,
How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
yeah.
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
Yeah, that's also kind of fishy.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
If it's rehearsal, of course the director's gonna be there.
Well, no, they rehearsed it in the morning and then they were going to do some run-throughs, so yeah. If you didn't like how... Anyway.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Yes, Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
I'm sure told you about it. And it's on the map. Hell, if you look at the guide map. Here it is.
Also, I'm sorry. After lunch, they were supposed to be there, so wouldn't there be 3 photos now?
Right.
What
It's
if
like all these
Jackhammer-
people, like, employee area, you have the direct...
No,
at least...
4.
Yeah, you have the director...
4 photos. 4 photos, because first it would be Jackhammer, then it would be the
Uh-huh.
kid, then it would be the people going through it, then it would be the director and the producer, and then it would be the Steel Samurai, the murderer.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't have been the kid because he couldn't have gotten into the studio.
Yeah, but she that's the photo that she threw out.
Oh, right, yeah. Allegedly.
You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
Path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but let's
Yes.
continue. Yes! Ms. Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
Oh my god.
Paid her
I
off.
just took this anti-corruption and privacy policy bribery. This
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Anti-corruption and bribery training for my new job. Oh my god.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the...
Continue.
Yeah, let's just keep asking.
Yeah.
I guess there's no harm in getting as much info as I can.
No, there isn't.
Okay. Okay. So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Yeah, so this is the last one.
Hold it!
Them. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director?
Oh, this is a repeat of.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is just another chance for us to get out of it, I guess.
Okay. Employee area all morning. Turned the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. In Studio 2. Alright, that's it.
Yep.
Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Alright. What do you think, Twiz? Any thoughts on the murder trial and how poorly this was all handled? Oh my goodness.
Well, to be fair, this does kind of go back to that case you were talking about that went to the Supreme Court. Or no, the paper you were writing, where if the prosecution or the state does everything right, but a witness commits perjury.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, yeah. I mean, they didn't seem to do a proper investigation from the start on this, though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really? It's nothing. Or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her. Really?
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right! We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Aww.
Oh, Will.
All right, what do we think?
Oh, this is one of the reasons I love this episode. I love Will. I love Will and I love Oldbag for all intents and purposes. Again, they are two reoccurring characters in this series, and I love this case for that.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun for different reasons.
Yeah.
This is gonna... All right. What do we think? Keep going or put a pin in it?
I say let's put a pin in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for the evening?
Yeah, just for the evening.
All right. Well, then. We are going to be moving along here. We're going to be playing our next round of investigation next week, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate each and every one of you that shows up to these to support us. Again, this will be up on YouTube, and you can give us a follow there if you want to see this walkthrough again. But yeah, thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great evening.
Yeah, and a great afternoon if you're in the United States. But we'll see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.
Bye.